Secretary Hagel, General Dempsey, thank you very much. I wonder if I could ask you first, Secretary Hagel, you're aware of the threat faced by Syrian Kurds in northwestern Syria along the Turkish border near Kobane. In fact, there was a firefight playing out between ISIS fighters and the Syrian Kurds on CNN just a short time ago. They appear to be facing the same genocidal threat that we saw the Yazidi people and others in Iraq. The U.S. came to their aid. Why hasn't the U.S. come to the aid of the Syrian Kurds from the air, and is that a step that you're considering taking? And I wonder if I could have a quick follow-up with the General.
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, as General Dempsey said, we have a rather sophisticated and complete ISR picture of all of that area, including the area that you talk about.
This is Richard Engel on the Turkish border, overlooking the Syrian town of Kobane. It's under attack by ISIS. On a hill above the city, Syrian refugees from Kobane gather to watch ISIS attack their homes. With binoculars, they see ISIS militants advancing down below. At first, just a few, gunmen in black. They're under fire from local militias still defending Kobane. The ISIS fighters appear relaxed. They sit down, waiting for the right moment to strike. On the hill, they watch in horror.
So we are aware of what's going on. We are discussing how and what we can do with our coalition partners to help them to deal with it. So it's not a matter of us not being aware of it, nor not actively looking at the options that we have to deal with it.
Crowds of Kurds watched from Turkey. They screamed in anger. Some wept as their fellow Kurds just across the Syrian border were pounded by ISIS.
It is a bizarre thing to watch. Richard's reporting the video that we've been getting in. It's almost just like movies you see of the Civil War, where people come out to watch a battle unfolding in front of them, right a couple of 100 yards away from them.
Yeah, I mean, it really does speak to the immediacy of the threat and how it's being felt by local citizens right there, absolutely. And
they watched this truck-mounted artillery repeatedly fire into a village. The sound hits seconds later.
But to Richard's question, why aren't we just bombing the hell out of them right there?
We see Kurdish fighters running between buildings, desperately taking cover. Pinned down here, they smash a hole in a wall to get away.
Well, we are hitting targets up in the north there.
We're not hitting people so much as we're hitting a tank here, an emplacement there. We're hitting APCs. We're not hitting troops or forces.
The crowd is furious. The people here say the coalition's airstrikes against ISIS haven't worked.
Well, it's a little bit of both right now, Andrea. I mean, the prime focus in Syria has been most of the last few days on strategic targets.
The terrorists are coming and shooting our people and killing the woman here, killing the child here.
Things that get at their ability to sustain themselves. That's why we hit those oil refiners, and we hit more over the weekend. You're also starting to see the target list change a little bit in Syria to include some tactical targets as well, some vehicles and some checkpoints and that kind of thing. So we are mixing it up a little bit, and we are hitting them a little harder there in the north and still in Al-Raqqa as well.
These ISIS fighters are advancing from the east to take Kobane, the major city in this region. On Friday, we saw ISIS trying to move in from the west, and they're attacking from the south too. Kurds on both sides of the border fear Kobane will fall unless international air power stops ISIS quickly.
Does that mean someone like Turkey would be more likely to act than the U.S.
Well,
with regard to this particular problem?
Jim, as I said in my answer to Laura, we're talking to Turkey about this and all of the different aspects of the ISIL threat.
Dozens more ISIS militants join the fight. A Turkish border patrol passes just a few hundred yards away, but does nothing. Ahmed Bakr, a farmer from Kobane, begs for American help. Where are the planes, he asks? 380 villages around here have already fallen to ISIS.
These people are extremely frustrated by what's happening here. They see ISIS fighters in their villages, and they say if the Americans really want to bomb ISIS, they're not hard to find.